Hello Scorpio, we're gonna go ahead and do your mid-month April reading. So this will be for April 15th through the 30th for Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull a cosmic card, an oracle card to start off the reading. These will help give you perspective, and they are meditation and writing prompts. So if you want to do a meditation or start some writing on whatever subject this brings up after the video, or if you want to pause it, you're more than welcome to. This came up for all water signs today. So if the judgments and opinions of others did not matter, who would you be and what would you do? If none of that outside stuff mattered, who would you be and what would you do? What would make you happy? And I'm feeling some kind of really ambitious energy for you. So really powerful and strong. Let's see what we got for the rest of April for you, Scorpio. April 15th to the 13th, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, and Rising. General reading. Okay, so for our issue for the rest of April is receptivity. I can't seem to get this out of my mouth. Being receptive of other people, what their opinions are, suggestions, stuff like that. Remembering that it's not an attack on you, because we're all in this life together. Life happens for you, not to you. So be receptive of the messages you're receiving from objects, from people, all of that. And then for our hidden internal influence, the mind. So you see how it's all boarded up. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's like overworked, overthinking, busy, on fire. She has no eyes, so she can't see because of all of this illusion and just gunk in here. So that is your hidden internal influence. Your known external influence is healing. You're aware that you need that some healing needs to take place for either you or someone around you, but you know that healing needs to take place. I'm feeling perhaps your heart chakra, because we've got that lotus flower right where the heart is, and it's also green. And this is a water card, so you are water, so perhaps you need to heal some emotions, and I feel like you're aware of that. You're aware that your mind feels like it's on bloody fire right now. So you know that some healing needs to take place, because perhaps you're not being as receptive as you normally intuitively are with others and the things around you. And what we need for the resolution, what you need for the end of the month, for the rest of April, is this Fool energy, a return to innocence, trusting in the divine plan, the divine timing, and everything like that. Trusting that no matter what step you take, your guides and the universe will take care of you, because you trust it and you leave no room for doubt. So just make sure that your dreams are grounded in reality, and trust yourself. Sell your bewilderment or sell your know-it-all attitude, if that's what you have, and sell it trade it in for bewilderment. It's far more satisfying to be bewildered and receptive at all the miracles around us, instead of being in your head about maybe what you want, what isn't there, or what you want to be there, or how you can get something to be there. If you're truly receptive, then you can honestly really, really feel just this magical trust and bliss about just dancing through life, you know, because you gotta heal. You know you gotta heal. It's necessary. It's necessary, and when you're healed, you can get to that really, really trusting state of mind. And then your resolution and understanding is silence. Understanding that there is no harm in silence. There is a lot of growth in silence, actually. A lot to be heard, a lot to be learned when you delve deep into the silence. You'll find peace of mind. Look at the difference in the faces here. This is your internal influence for the rest of April. But this is your resolution by May. From healing. Knowing that you need to be more receptive to the world around you and just trust. Trust yourself, the universe, and that silence will all make peace, and everything will just become clear. Your water energy will come back, and this strange muddy energy will drop off, and you'll feel a lot more energized and inspired. So let me go ahead and put this up here just in case I need to pull those in later. I'm going to go ahead and get a Rider-Waite message for you. 5-card spread for Scorpio for the remainder of April 15th through the 30th, for Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's get a general message out there for Scorpio. Okay, and for your present situation, right now you're feeling the Page of, or the energy around you is the Page of Wands, which is a pretty good energy, honestly, in comparison to what you're feeling going on around here. It's a pretty positive energy, really inspired, kind of like how I mentioned the ambitious energy that I was feeling at the beginning of the reading. So yeah, Page of Wands, feeling inspired, enthusiastic, and maybe perhaps something to do with music. Maybe you're doing some music at home and sharing it with others. So you're feeling really inspired to embark on something new. And then your recent past is 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So maybe you were feeling less than a little dependent on others, perhaps. That's a possibility. Let me see here. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles in reverse. You're probably feeling lonely and dependent on others, feeling like you needed validation from others, and feeling maybe perhaps a little bit regretful even. But let me see. We have your passion or your abilities. Right now, I think maybe you need to take on some more healing because your juggling act is not going so well, perhaps. You're not. So this has to do with like juggling finance or career with home life or love, you know, or juggling 2 partners or having some kind of indecision. But either way, this juggling act isn't really working out right now. So I think what you really need to do is be a little bit more watery and enjoy some healing to get to that, so you can silence your mind and really get things going on this new inspiration that you've got going on. Because when your head's busy and spinning, my God, how well is this gonna turn out? You know, so it's really important to make a good juggling act out of all of that. Because if your insides, if your soul isn't happy, if your spirit isn't happy, if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not eating well, then your work and your aspirations will suffer. And then your finances will suffer, you know. So maybe ground yourself and get some healing done. And then for your passions, interests, and love, you're weaving something for yourself. You're weaving something new. You're sowing some new beginnings for yourself, either in a new love or, you know, that your interest in your new venture. That's a possibility. But you're really working hard. Oops, sorry. You're working hard. You're focusing. Maybe you're going into some kind of training or education, trying to weave a good future for yourself or with someone else. And then your likely outcome, I have the 7 of Cups in reverse. So this is what it looks like normally, but it's in reverse. So 7 of Cups. Maybe you're breaking some kind of illusion or fantasy, fighting temptation. Let me see here. Yeah, resisting temptation. Or you might get entangled in some delusion or fantasy, but I really feel like you're resisting temptation here. Because you're aware that you need to heal. We saw that in the last reading, that you're very aware of that. You're aware that you are having trouble being receptive because your mind is sort of really blocked up and on fire. You kind of want to silence all of that noise. Silence all of that noise so that you can get back to a trusting state of mind and embark in this really exciting, inspiring beginning that you want to begin with, either music or art or something. I see something very creative here. You're no longer dependent on others. You're no longer dependent on others, and you know that. You're part of the whole all by yourself. Others are welcome, but they're not needed, you know? You have quite a bit of greatness in you by yourself, as long as you remember that you have to take care of yourself too, or else your work will suffer. So whatever passion, loves, interests, or whatever you've got going on, you're really kind of working super hard at it, and that's good. That's really, really good. But you do need to juggle your health, be spending habits, healthy spending habits, taking care of your love life, your home life, and everything like that, or else this aspiration or this interest or whatever will kind of suffer, you know, and maybe fall prey to some kind of delusional situation. But ultimately, I really feel like you're resisting temptation because you're pretty aware of what's going on in these spreads. I feel like you're pretty aware of what's happening. So I want to get a clarifier for sorry. I want to get a clarifier for the 7 of Cups for Scorpio for the middle to end of April. 7 of Cups clarifier. Why is this in reverse for the outcome? 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. You're resisting temptation, but you've got some kind of miserly, like a hoarding situation, maybe a little bit of selfishness going on here. You might be just ultimately just protecting yourself out of financial need. And that might be a good thing at this point for right now. Just for right now. I have the 2 of Swords. The 2 of Swords flew out too. There's like some love being dangled above, in front of you, and you're at a crossroads. You have a decision to make, and you're feeling really confused and blindfolded. Kind of like a blindfolded, confused state of mind, because your juggling your juggling act isn't going so well, and your mind is so bloody busy. It's really, it's a very confusing energy, and it's gonna be that way if you're juggling so much in your mind. With that confusion and that fear, and with all the hard work you're doing, I'm not surprised that you might be resisting temptation and feeling a bit protective of your resources. I don't blame you, not one bit. But there is a decision to be made, and confusion is normal when your mind is in this type of situation. So my suggestion for you is really focus on being receptive, and healing yourself. It's very necessary. We all went through a lot of crap the last full moon. I don't know about crap, but a lot of growth, and it was painful. We need, all of us, all the zodiacs, all of us need to heal right now. All of us need to be receptive of the world around us and see what messages come, what lessons are to be had. And all of us need to kind of see what messages are coming from the silence. Okay? I know you're dealing with a lot right now, but I'm really confident that you'll be able to push through this and resist whatever is coming your way that might bring you harm, and you'll really manage that, get that inspiration flowing. All right, thank you so much. Have a great day.